Hey everyone, welcome to a special edition of Gen 3. We're going to go over the evolution, the big time Pokemon and their stats, and if they're actually going to be a good part of the metagame or not. And right off the bat, we're going to go with Sceptile. Sceptile is a pretty powerful grass type Pokemon. 223 attack, 180 defense, 140 stamina. It suffers from a good quick move. It's got a good charge move, Leaf Blade. Does 70 per bar, so that's 210 damage in one fell swoop. But Bullet Seed's not really a very powerful attack. But nonetheless, Sceptile is a good addition to the meta. That's a high attack stat for a grass type Pokemon, higher than Venusaur's. Exeggutor is still champ, but still a very good addition to the meta. Now, let's go to Blaziken. Blaziken just recently got a buff. The move is not listed here, but it can learn Focus Blast now. So you can have a Fire Spin Overheat Blaziken, which does a lot of damage, or you can have a counter Focus Blast Blaziken, which does a ton of damage. So that switches up the fighting metagame. Definitely worth it for sure. The attack's 240, that's high. The defense 141, stamina 160. The only thing that Blaziken lacks is that its weaknesses can be exploited pretty easily. It's weak to water, weak to flying, weak to psychic, weak to ground. There's a lot of weaknesses that it has that can be exploited pretty easily, but nonetheless, this Pokemon is very powerful, and with the addition of Focus Blast, it is definitely going to be a part of the meta. Now, on to my boy, Swampert. Swampert's a beast. The most well-rounded starter there is. 208 attack, 175 defense, 200 stamina. It learns Water Gun or Mud Shot. I like Mud Shot. It's a very fast move. And they can learn Surf, Earthquake, or Sludge Wave. So Swampert can be either a good water type Pokemon or a good ground type Pokemon. It's kind of up to you. Personally, I would think that you should have two. One water Swampert, one ground Swampert. Just for certain situations, So Swampert's definitely a good addition to the meta. I like how well-rounded its stats are. The only major weakness it has is grass. It's 4 times weak to grass, but other than that, there's really no other weaknesses it has that I can think of the top of its head. It resists electric because of the ground typing. Grass is super effective. That's pretty much it. So yeah, Swampert, regardless of the grass weakness, is a very good Pokemon. Now, let's go ahead and look at Mightyena. Mightyena, pretty cool Pokemon, not that strong. I mean, there's not much I can say about that. 171 attack stat, Bite, Crunch, best moveset, or Play Rough, but I would go with Crunch. Mightyena's cool Pokemon, just doesn't have that good of stats. Same goes with Linoone. Linoon's not that great. 142, 128, 156. I mean, not much needs to be said about that. Then if you go to Beautifly, Beautifly is an interesting Pokemon. The fact that its attack stat's 189, but its defense is 98, 120, definitely isn't going to make it go anywhere. Then next is Dustox. Dustox is pretty much the reverse. The attack stat's really low, not going to do anything. The defense is 172, that's decent, and the stamina is 120. So that's not going to do anything. And then Ludicolo. Ludicolo, it's not out yet, obviously, but this is going to be a pretty solid addition. Attacks 173, defense 191, stamina 160. Not bad at all. And as you can see, it can make as a good grass attacker or good water attacker or whatever, defender too, I guess, technically too. Razor Leaf's a powerful move. Solar Beam's a powerful move. Bubble is a powerful move, and Hydro Pump is a powerful move. And with the addition of Blizzard too, it's pretty solid also. So, not bad. Ludicolo is going to be a pretty solid Pokemon to have once it comes out. Now, Shiftry. Shiftry is like Gen 1's Victory Bell, so to speak, as far as stats go. Attack 200, that's not bad. Defense is quite low, but the stamina's up there. And it's Grass and Dark, which is really cool typing. Razor Leaf, good move. Feint Attack, good move. Foul Play, good move. Leaf Blade, good move. Hurricane, random move, but a good move. Shiftry is not going to shake up the meta, but is a pretty good Pokemon to have. So if you catch a good one and power it up a little bit, I don't think you'll be disappointed. The typing is cool, and it's a pretty decent dark attacker. So I would power this one up. Shiftry, I have a good feeling will be usable either in raids or in the gym meta. But as far as putting it in a gym, I'm not sure about that just yet. Pretty cool Pokemon though. Swellow. Swellow has 185 attack, but the defense and stamina not high enough to really do anything. The moves are good, but Swellow, sorry man. Pelipper. Now Pelipper is interesting. Attack 175, defense 189, stamina 120. Attack and defense are decent, but its moves are pretty good. Wing Attack Hurricane would be a good flying type moveset, and Water Gun Hydro Pump would be a good water type moveset. So very interesting nonetheless. Very interesting nonetheless. And then Blizzard, of course, that's random but crazy. Now, Gardevoir is a beast. One of the best Pokemon in Gen 3. Attack 237, Defense 220, Stamina 136. One thing I'll tell you, make sure you get a 15 IV in Stamina. He needs as much Stamina as possible. And believe it or not, Confusion and Dazzling Gleam is the best moveset because that's 200 in one fell swoop. So this Pokemon can definitely deal a lot of damage, especially to Dragon-type. Salamence and Dragonite, look out. Gardevoir is a monster. Masquerain. You know what? I was surprised to see this Pokemon stats. I couldn't believe it. Attack 192, that's not bad. Defense 161, and Stamina 140. It can learn Air Slash and Silver Wind, Air Slash Air Cutter. Infestation is a good move as well. It's kind of a situational Pokemon too. I don't know if I'd necessarily power it up. Maybe find a very powerful one in the wild that's been buffed from weather stats. But I think this Pokemon might come in handy in certain situations. Breloom. Another Pokemon that come in handy in certain situations. It's a beast. Attack 241, Defense 153, Stamina is low at 120. Counter Dynamic Punch, a very powerful fighting moveset. Bullet Seed and Seed Bomb, not that great grass moveset. So I would use Breloom as part of your fighting team just to deal as much damage as possible in raids and or gyms. Very good addition though to the fighting meta. Slacking. Oh, where do I begin with Slacking? Slacking it's an interesting Pokemon. I mean, the stats are ridiculous, you can see that. But Yawn hardly does any damage, and I mean hardly any damage. But your charge moves are to deal a ton of damage, and its best move is Play Rough, so it does 180 damage in one attack, or in one fell swoop. So, and it's going to deal a lot because that attack stat's 290. So, Slacking put on offense or defense is definitely rather strange, and it's hard telling if you should really power one up yet. I haven't used one myself. I'm going to be soon. I have a Slackoth. I can give it rare candies to make it a Slacking, but I'm kind of holding off. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about Slacking. If you've used one, is it worth powering up? Because I'm very curious. Prodigy's Nation did a video on it, and it was very interesting. Now, we're not going to go over Shedinja and Ninjask because Shedinja isn't even in the game yet. Like, it won't be for a while because of its special ability. Alright, Exploud. Exploud is kind of like a Lickitung, only with a higher attack stat. It's kind of tanky a little bit, but its moves aren't that great, to be honest. So, Bite and Fire Blast, I guess. That's kind of weird. Makuhita, or Hariyama, I should say. Now, Hariyama is a meta changer. Very good fighting attacker. 209, 114, 288. The 288 makes up for the defense. Counter close combat, counter. You actually want counter and dynamic punch. That's the best moveset. Hariyama's a beast. The stamina 288, guys, that's really high. That's really, really high. Defense is low, but again, the stamina makes up for it. Hariyama is a good addition to the fighting meta. So we have Hariyama, we have Blaziken, and Breloom on top of Machamp helping in the fighting meta. So that's awesome. Hariyama is definitely one you're going to want to get. Azurill, that's just the baby form of the Meryl family. Nosepass gets an evolution in Gen 4. Yeah, in Gen 4. So really ain't going to talk about him until Gen 4. Now, Delcatty is not very powerful. 132, 132, 140. The moves are not good either for the most part, but you'll never use it anyway. Now, Mawile has a shiny form in the raids. Try to catch a good one. It does have a Mega Evolution, so when Mega Evolutions come along, it might be worth getting a good one for. Whoops. Now, Aggron. Aggron, definitely a meta changer for sure. Attack 198, not bad. Defense 314, that's huge. Stamina is kind of small, but the defense makes up for it. Iron Tail and Heavy Slam, I would argue, would be its best moveset if you're trying to go for a steel one. Iron Tail does so much damage with stab though, and I would like a good steel attacker, and Aggron would be one. As you can see too, Heavy Slam, that's 140 in 2 charge bars, better than Stone Edge. But Stone Edge would come in handy in certain situations too, like if you're doing a Ho-Oh raid, or if you're doing some kind of raid where they're weak to rock, Aggron's going to deal a lot of damage and take a lot of damage. So I can't wait for Aggron to be released in the game. It's a beast. Medicham is in the game right now. Medicham's pretty bad. Medicham does have a Mega Evolution, but I can't imagine it really being any good still because its stats are so low. So not much to say there. Manectric. Manectric's in the game right now. Manectric, its attack is really good, its defense is really low, and its stamina is quite low too. Now this does have a Mega Evolution as well, and it might be worth getting a good one because I looked up the Mega Evolution and its stats go up pretty nicely. The main thing about Manectric in the main series games is it was really fast, but we don't have a speed proponent in this game, so that's a problem. That's why Manectric looks pretty much weak, but it's super fast. Had some good moves too. Plusle Minum, nothing too special there, except Plusle's the western half of the world's regional, and Minun is the eastern part. Stats aren't going to shake up anything. Volbeat, it's pretty much the same thing. Volbeat, not much there. Illumise, not much there as far as stats go. Roselia does evolve in Gen 4. Get a good one. It's a very powerful Pokemon. Just put that on your list. Get a good Roselia. Swalot's an interesting Pokemon. It's attack and defense not that great. Stamina's 200, which is pretty good. But as of right now, poison types just aren't that great in the game because there's not very many fairy Pokemon in the game yet. Sharpedo is an interesting Pokemon. Glass Cannon, a firm definition of a Glass Cannon. 243 attack is massive. 83 defense is terrible. And the 140 stamina is not too great either. So you just want to get in, get damage, and get out because you're not going to survive very long. Wailord's cool Pokemon. 175 attack is not too bad. Defense 87, but it makes up for it with a stamina of 340. Water Gun Surf, very good moveset. Wailord will be a great addition to put into gyms, hands down. Give it water, or actually give it Zen Headbutt and Blizzard, and grass types are going to run in fear. So Wailord will definitely be a part of the gym meta for sure. All right, Camerupt. Camerupt's going to get owned by fire or by water attackers. Plain simple. The attack 194 is not bad, but the defense and stamina aren't there enough to tank against water Pokemon, so no change in the meta there for the most part. Torkoal, very tanky Pokemon. You can learn Solar Beam, so it'll be good in gyms against water types or ground types too, because ground types are weak to grass type. So Torkoal will be a pretty decent Pokemon to throw in gyms for the gym meta. Grumpig about the same thing. Good to throw in the gym meta because 171, 211, 160, very kind of tanky. And it'll deal some damage too. So Grumpig would be a good Pokemon to throw in gyms to make people's life a little bit harder in taking down that gym. Flygon, yes. Flygon will be a meta changer because of its dragon typing. And also, it can benefit from grounded moves too, which is pretty cool. 205 attack, defense 168, stamina 160. Now, it's not going to be a ground-breaking meta changer, but it's just another option you can go with. The attack is high enough to where it can actually do some damage. And the fact that it's a dragon Pokemon is pretty cool. I did skip over Spinda, but Spinda isn't really that great, as you can see. So, yeah. And if you guys want to find these Pokemon, I'm just on the Sylph Road, as you can see. Cacturn's a pretty cool Dark-type Pokemon. Glass Cannon. High attack, low defense, iffy stamina. So, Grass Knot's a good move. Dark Pulse, not a bad move. Sucker Punch. Pretty cool Pokemon, though. Not much there. Altaria, not much there. It's Dragon. Does have a Mega Evolution, I believe. Yes. So, maybe keep that in mind. Get a good one for the Mega Evolution. That's pretty much it with that one for right now, though. Zangoose. Zangoose is the western sides of the world's regional. Pretty powerful Pokemon, but Glass Cannon. Seviper's the eastern side. Decent Pokemon, but it's poison. You know how that goes. Let's see. Lunatone. Lunatone's a pretty cool Pokemon. Decent rock attacker for the most part. So rock throw and rock slide, I would say, would be its best moveset. Or you can go the psychic side, go confusion and psychic, and it's the same thing with soul rock. Same stats, everything, except it has solar beam instead of moonblast. Whiscash. Whiscash is pretty cool. It's like a lantern in terms of its stats. You could use a water type attacker or a ground type. 4 times weak to grass, so we'll have to see how Whiscash plays out in the meta. I would say it's probably best to be put in gyms, to be honest. Crawdaunt, glass cannon, high attack, low defense, low stamina. Does have waterfall, that's nice, but then bubble beam. If it ever gets crab hammer, it'd be a beast. Claydol, high defense, low attack, low stamina. Not much going for it, really. Throw it in the gym, maybe. I don't know. Just a Pokedex filler for the most part. Cradily, same thing, actually. Cradily had good actual, what's the word I'm looking for? It had good abilities that made up for its stats. Really good abilities. But, honestly, sadly, just a Pokedex filler. Now, Armaldo is going to be a good Pokemon. Armaldo's Beast. Attack 222, defense 183, stamina 150. Not bad. But suffers from some moves, to be honest. Suffers from some moves. Struggle Bug and Rock Blast being its best moveset? I don't know, fam. I don't know. Melodic, meta changer. It's like this generation's Gyarados. Very good stats, as you can see. But it doesn't learn Water Gun anymore. That's a little weird. Hopefully it learns Waterfall and it has Surf. It'd be a beastly Pokemon. We'll have to see, though. The fact that it doesn't have a double water typing moveset is pretty sad. Castform, not much going there. Kecleon, kind of tanky, not much going there. We already know about the Ghost. Tropius, kind of tanky, not much going there. Chimecho, not bad. 175, 174, 150. Decent Pokemon, bad moves. Absol, Glass Cannon. You can get this shiny from raids. 246, 120, 130. Snarl and Dark Pulse. It's kind of suffering from some good moves. Why Not is just the baby of Wobbuffet. Glalie, 160 is everything. So not really much going there. Not shaping up the ice metagame. Now Walrein will. It's like a Lapras. 182, 176, 220. Frost Breath Blizzard or Waterfall and Water Pulse. I wouldn't go Waterfall Blizzard. Having a water than ice moveset is very weird and it will not work out. So Frost Breath Blizzard, best moveset. Definitely going to be an ice meta changer for sure. Fairly tanky and a very good Pokemon. Let's see. Huntail. Huntail's pretty cool. 197, 194, but stamina's pretty low. The moves aren't that great. And then Gorbis, 211, 194. Water Gun, Water Pulse. They suffer from some pretty good moves, but they can deal some damage. That's for sure. Relicanth. Now, Relicanth's a good Pokemon. It's Water Rock type, which is really cool. 162, 234, 200. Water Gun, Hydro Pump. There you go. Pretty powerful Pokemon, but it is 4 times weak to grass, so keep that in mind. But nonetheless, pretty cool addition. This is going to be a meta changer. A good meta Pokemon, a good water attacker. You might want that one on your team. Love Disc. Nothing special about it. Salamence, here you go. Here's a meta changer. 277, 168, 190. One of the highest attacking Pokemon in the entire game with Dragon Tail and the new move Draco Meteor. It does 150. Beast move. The only Pokemon that has Draco Meteor right now. I'm suspecting that's going to change, but Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. Beast. This is going to be a beast. Now, my boy Metagross. Metagross, definitely a meta changer. 257, 247, 160. Bolt Punch and Flash Cannon. I love Steel type Pokemon, so I'm definitely going to go with the Steel. But it is going to be a good, viable sidekick Pokemon as well. So you can really go either way. Definitely a meta changer. I'm going to save the legendaries for a different video. I just wanted to go over all the Gen 3 Pokemon non-legendary. But make sure you guys smash the like button if you learn anything from this video, if you like this video, and that you're hyped for Gen 3. That's your boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next Pokemon Go video.